Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. From this shot, it looks like it's nighttime, doesn't it? This is not an after dark clean with me. This is a 4:45 in the morning. Let's get some stuff done for Monday. So I'm up early. Been trying to get up super early in the morning just to kind of get my weekdays going good, because we're going to be starting school soon, and that's always better to be up before everybody else and get what I need to get done. So got my coffee rolling this morning, and then I had like a little bit more to throw in the dishwasher, so I'm like, well, let me throw it in the dishwasher. I went to go sit down, and Maxine came out. So first thing she does is go outside. Goes outside, and then she's going to be, I went to go sit back down thinking she'd be out there for a little bit, and she wasn't. It was just real quick. And she's like, here I am. So here I am. She's like, let me back in. So I let her back in, and then she always comes over to the closet here and gets herself a bone for the morning. Ruby gets her bones at nighttime. Maxine wants one in the morning, so she'll always jump up on the sofa here and eat it. So I'm going to go sit here at my desk, and I go to sit down, get my stuff out, start reading and getting my glasses on so I can see, because, you know, I'm getting older. And then I sit there, and like literally in seconds, the grumpy Mr. Grumpy's outside scratched on the door like, let me in, I need some food. So I go out there to feed the kitties, give them some food for their day. Every morning they want their food like clockwork, usually early in the morning, the better. So, and then I'm sitting here, I'm reading a book in the morning, so I'm just reading a chapter from one of my, just like a self-help Christian book, and then reading some from my Bible as well. And then I was reading the book of Ephesians today. So then taking a few minutes for prayer and just talking to God and just things going on in my life here. And then also getting my list out for the day today. So I get out my to-do list. I'm trying to do really good. When I cleaned out my drawer last time, I realized I had like, 10,000 of those to-do lists, and I'm not using them. I'm using those little Post-it notepads because I like those. So I'm trying to use one every day. So I'm like, I've got like 3 of them here, 3 whole pads of them. So every day I write out a new one. So if I have to transfer something from the previous days, and that's what I do, and then just add it to my new one. So just getting the list of things that I have to film today, any phone calls or any other things that I have to get accomplished today. And so those just kind of, it's like a lot of paperwork stuff. I could probably sit at my desk every morning for probably a good hour getting things done. There's also emails to enter, to do, and comments, and, you know, text messages, things like that to get accomplished as well. So, but as long as I have my list, I'm like, okay, then I'm ready to know what I have to do for the day today, and then I'll take it over, and then throughout the day as I have time, I'll work on it. So I grabbed my earbud here and listening to a sermon, and then this morning my eyes were really red, allergy-wise, so I put some drops in, so I didn't put any eye makeup on. So I brought it out here, figured to give myself an hour, and then by that time I can put it on. So I'm doing eyeliner and brow, like a brow pencil, and then mascara. That's my extent of makeup. Once in a while I'll put lipstick on, but not too bad. Isn't my bruise looking awesome here? Getting older, wonderful. I'm like, do you just hide it or just like leave it out? I'm like, you know what, just leave it out. So then I'm getting in here in my kitchen. First thing first, get those dishes rolling, because there's so many dishes. So many dishes from the weekend. So we did do some. I don't know what happened, but I guess it gets put by the wayside, and we don't always get it accomplished. So there's like just a ton here. So I'm going to take everything, kind of pick it up, get everything to the sink, and fill up and let those dishes soak a little bit, because some of it's like milk and stuff that like cakes on a little bit, which is, you know, just gross and wonderful. I know, family, that's what happens. We don't have a garbage disposal, so we have all the little tiny pieces of food in the sink. Yeah, I know. It's my own fault. It's my own fault. Blame me. So just scooping it up, making sure it's out of there. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get myself another cup of coffee. So got myself some more coffee rolling here. And then back to the kitchen here, putting a few things away in the pantry. I'll get to that in a little bit. And then just start wiping down the kitchen counter. It's always good to wipe everything down, get it all clean. And then I was like kind of eyeing the air fryer going, do I need to clean this today? And I'm like, you know what? I feel like I need to today, because we've been using it a lot. And I don't usually use cleaner on my counters. This is a natural cleaner. Got it for like $1 at a discount store. So once in a while, I use it if the countertops are a little bit greasy, because they were. Yeah, open the air fryer, and I'm like, okay, I was going to put it in the dishwasher, hopeful that I could do that, but I realized, you know what, it's already going. So I'm just going to have to wipe it out and clean it myself. So all those crumbs, they get so stuck like in the bottom there on that crevice. I'm like, ugh, I just hate it, because you open the door and they fall in between there. It's just not the most like easiest thing to clean, but we use this thing all the time. So I'm just trying to get a little brush in there and just kind of scrape it to get all the little pieces out of there. And eventually after, 500 wipes, it's clean. I'm Like, it's good in here. And then I just have the racks in my sink, and then I'm just gonna let those soak a little bit with some Barkeeper's Friend, because they're pretty greasy. They need some help. And I did my ice maker here, and I thought, let me wipe it off here. So, and then let me show you. This is my ring from Jeulia Jewelry. Jeulia Jewelry has provided me with jewelry, and it's been providing me for a long time with jewelry. Got me wearing earrings again, and so they sent this ring this month. I thought this was very, very beautiful. This is the Jeulia split halo ring. I thought this was so beautiful. It is super shiny, super nice. I was gonna wear it today cleaning. I'm like, I don't want all the gunky food and stuff to get on it, so I took it off for the day, but I am gonna be wearing it out. So Jeulia is awesome. They partner with me always and give you guys always 15% off. A lot of you have gotten their jewelry, I know, and they just have some awesome things. So got my earrings. Those are my first one of my first earrings were hoop earrings from them. So great things to do as a gift, great things to give to people, and just nice, elegant things. So go check out the link in the description below. All right, took that ring off. Now I'm back to dishes. So lots of dishes here today. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me just get them washed. So I tried to fill up the sink with the cups and stuff first, and the glass stuff, getting that out of the way just to get the non-greasy things in there. And then I put all the other dishes in the sink. Isn't there like a pattern to do your dishes? You're supposed to put like silverware on the bottom, and then your plates, and then your glasses on top. But our sink will not hold all of that. So I just put all the cups in first. But now those are all done. Now I'm going to work on the plates and the bowls and stuff in there. Just getting them washed. And then Jaden, before she headed out to work today, she actually she got most of these put away today, which was really nice. I was like, that was super sweet. I'm like, thank you so much. I lost my older kids today, so they were gone doing other things. So it's mostly me doing all of this work today. I thought, you know what? I can just get up early and do an entire day clean with me. And I had to laugh because I'm like editing this video and I'm like, wow, that's not a whole lot of extra minutes worth of like footage. And I'm like, but I've been working all day and doing way more than I normally do. So it's definitely a clean with me for the most part of the morning till early afternoon day. So I'm just scrubbing off my sink, getting all the grease out of there from the air fryer here. So just using my brush, getting everything clean. Oh, look right here. This is the fruit flies. You guys said if they're black, they're like sewer ones. They're not black. They're like brown. Can you see them in there? Yeah, nasty. They go right in though. This one I just took the plastic off and did good. I was just at Lauren's house and she had the fun little funnel on top, and I'm like, oh, you actually don't even need the funnel. You can just put it out on the countertop. So live and learning these things. So then we're on to the ice maker. Ice maker. So I usually clean this out once every couple of weeks. If you lift it up and notice it's getting gunky in the water, it's time to clean it. So they have drainage tubes in the back. So I'm just taking those and letting them drain into the sink. And while I'm kind of scrubbing here, I'm just letting the water pour in there and just getting it out. That's the way to do it. And then it's like, okay, it's good to go. And then we just fill it back up. It's kind of easy that way. Love the desktop. It's a pellet ice machine, so it's not a regular ice maker. It's a pellet one, so that's why we like it. We do have a regular ice machine in our freezer, but this is the pellet ice, and I just really like pellet ice. So here I am scrubbing the air fryer rack. So probably one of the most hated jobs, scrubbing these. Don't like them. I like that you can put them in the dishwasher. I feel like that works a whole lot better because you don't actually have to touch them, but it was already full of like dishes, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna scrub them. I'm like, that's gonna work. So scrub and get as much as I can off here. So this air fryer has done really good for us. Lasted for a long time, nice and big, and holds a lot in there for our family. So I know eventually it'll stop working, but it's really nice one that we have here. It's from Ella Combs. That's the company that we got ours from. So real good in here, and I got them all in nice and clean. And then actually today we use it today, so now I have to wipe my sink out because it's all greasy on this side of the sink. So I'm just scrubbing it away with the brush, getting all that stuff out. I feel like I washed it and wiped it down a bunch of times today before I even left the kitchen. I'm just like, let me get the water done. Do you ever feel like you just want to get out of the kitchen? That's what I wanted to do today. My floor had so much stuff on it. I'm like, it's time to wash the rugs. So I've got my rugs here, and then I've only got 3 rugs on my floor. I keep the rugs at a minimal in our household because I don't want to be washing a ton of rugs. So I thought, let me throw this in the washer right away. It's still early enough. I'm going to be hanging all my towels outside because it's supposed to be cooler and sunny and getting it done. So I thought, let me get those rugs in there. I usually do like a quick wash and do it deep though, so it can kind of get soaked in there and cleaned up. So then back in the kitchen here, quick look in the pantry. I need to like restock my pantry, but I'm just not there yet. So I'm kind of going through and seeing like, oh, there's a few boxes of cereal here that need to be, the bag can come out and it can be thrown away, and just little random things, just a little bit to pick up to make sure it stays nice. I noticed like somebody left the tortillas open today. I'm like, that's not good because those little bugs are going to get in there, and we do not want bugs in our tortillas. So I had to reiterate to the kids, hey, don't leave the stuff open in the pantry. Make sure you put it away so we don't get anything growing in there. So this is good, just kind of picking up and getting things out of here, and then continuing wiping off my countertops, wiping over here. We didn't do a lot of cooking this weekend, which was really nice. So my microwave is pretty clean, but I had a cover. Somebody bought me one of those covers for the microwave to make sure that everything, doesn't explode in there. Well, we put popcorn on top of it, a popcorn bag, a child did, and it melted the lid, which I thought was really, really weird that it would do that, because I'm like, it's never like melted in the microwave before, so had to get rid of that. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to get some more of those to prevent the microwave from splatters everywhere, but it's okay. Live and learn. Don't put popcorn on top or it will melt right to the lid. So then I put a towel out for everybody's hands, and it's real easy wiping everything off mine in my refrigerator here, just kind of wiping it off and then checking inside to see if there's anything that needs to be picked up or moved out, or put in the sink, anything like that, because there can be like a little bit of leftover and stuff. So I kind of going through, and then we have some veggies in here that were kind of yucky, and then I forgot to push play or record on my camera, so I went backwards and did this one even though it's already cleaned because of I'm like, oh, I didn't even show that on here. So we got those all out this weekend too, so just straighten these as well. And then my refrigerator here is pretty clean because I had already done that, but just forgot to push record on my phone or my camera here. So just going through, making sure it's all good to go. Seeing anything to clean up. There's always something you can move around. And then we're on to the dining room. Trash can. Trash can is always can be wiped down from all the yucky stuff that is in our home. So as soon as I'm done, I like to get my bar stools up. I try to get everything off my floor right away so I can get the vacuums going, because I feel like there's just dirt everywhere. So we went out this weekend, so we had lunch boxes. So some got emptied, some did not. So I'm like, okay, we need to put these away. So I've got more ice packs here, and then I will take these other lunch boxes and put them over here in the closet, and we'll do that in a minute. And I found an extra paper towel under the sink. I'm like, oh, we don't need 2 paper towels, they will just get wet under there. So make sure that we put those away. And just picking up the table here, there's not much. I think it was Steven's backpack and his clothing, some shoes, and then just wiping off picking everything up the table. We had some pistachios, and I think that was really it. Nothing pencil for homeschool, so it wasn't too messy. The kids found this little rock right there on the table. I know they find like the glitter rocks, which our mountain is made of them, and so we always find them in the house. I'm like, we could have a rock garden in our house, because the kids love collecting those all the time. So I don't know who brought this one in, but I just put it in the middle here for them to look at later on. Get my benches upside down, wiping my door down to get the fingerprints off of it, because that's what happens when you have people touching everything. So this is like my catch-all stand I found over here. I put everything on it. I'm like, it's more like the junk table, which I don't really like, but that's okay. It works right now. So just kind of picking everything up here and making sure that I'm going to get my vacuums rolling in my living room here. So I got my last summer candle here. I think it's like a summer beachy one. It smells really, really good. So get that in here, get the vacuums going, and then we kind of pick up. I left my towels. They were on the floor at the end of the hallway, but I feel like they get stepped on. So I just put them up here on the ottoman, so then we can fold them today when all the rest of them are done. So getting the couch here set. It's like it's getting cooler. I can't believe it's gonna be like 65 this week. I'm like, whoa, that's like winter time. I don't know what's happening here. It's like drastic change of weather. I mean, 65 is nice for some people, but I feel like it's so cold. So we'll definitely be pulling out the blankets, like all of Maxine's toys here. I realize she just likes her little hedgehog, so I got rid of the other little toys I bought for her because she doesn't really like anything. She just likes the little hedgehogs. It seems like Maxine does an awful lot of shedding, so vacuuming my couches off just to get the little tiny pieces of dog hair. I love having the white couch because you don't see it. So now downstairs, I go down there and I'm like, oh, it's like they're dark couches. So I'm like, you can totally see all the hair down there. So I probably would never opt for a dark colored couch ever again, but that's downstairs, and she's not down here there that much. So I live and learn. It's all good. So I'm just vacuuming everything off and then doing a quick dusting of everything. I just use my Norwex cloth here with a little bit of water on it, very small amount. These are my little pumpkins. Jaden said to me, she's like, Mom, all I can say is it looks like the VeggieTales, Jimmy and Jerry Gourd. I said, You know what? It does, but I didn't want to put them downstairs in my fall box there. I thought I'll get out my fall decorations soon enough here. So it's almost time. It's still pretty warm here. I was going to wait till September to do that. So just wiping everything down really good. The kids usually wipe this stuff off, but they miss out on the second and third shelf here, so it gets a little dusty down here. And then as I was wiping it, I looked and realized behind this, I'm like, oh, the vent in the back is all dusty, so just wiping that off as well. So just stuff accumulates, you know, living in a house, that's what happens. And then going over to my desk here, and just cleaning this off real quick. This has stayed pretty clean. Been doing really good keeping my stuff nice and neat. Just got to keep on everything. Oh, look what I found. Kit Kat dark chocolate candy bar. That is probably my all-time favorite candy of life. And I have a hard time finding it here where we live. But we were in South Carolina and we were at a gas station and I was like, oh, they had it. So they only had 2. So I grabbed them both. I'm like, I'm going to keep them. And it's like, Craig's like, well, just buy a box on Amazon. I'm like, I don't need 30 packages of Kit Kat dark chocolate candy bars because I probably just eat them. So, but it was a nice treat to have. So here I am. These things, I like the lunch boxes. Like, how do you store your lunch boxes? It's such not a fun thing. I got this plastic drawer bin and thought this would be the best way to put in here, but I feel like we're just shoving them in there to make them fit. But I guess it's better than just a big giant pile. It's just wherever it goes. But when we use it, it's like we use it, and then most of the time it just sits in there. So now little dog treats in here, and then we've got our coolers in here, and at the bottom here I've got all of our dog food. And I realized that kitty food we have enough, but Ruby only had one more drawer. So then I went to go get that bag out, and it was only cat food. So I'm like, oh, go to the other side and get out the Ruby dog food. So got out her dog food here and just filled up the bin. Seems like she can go through a lot of dog food, so this will be good. And then it's just a lot easier for the kids when they I'm usually feeding her because she's up early, but here's some trash from my thing, just emptying it in here. And then back to the kitchen doing my coffee, filling up my water. That went real fast there. That was a fast transition. And wiping everything down real good. And then I like to fill up my little Keurig cups. That's something that I do, save money, and I get to use my coffee. I like my Mavericks coffee. It's my favorite coffee. I know a lot of you have liked it too. Very good. They're giving you a deal right now. They're giving you a free bag of Midnight Ride. Yeah, look below, and it's like a deal. I'm like, that's a great deal with their coffee because their Midnight Ride is really good. So my coffee on the right is the blueberry, and then the middle row and the other 2 rows are the Midnight Ride coffee. So I mix it up once in a while because I like the blueberry, but I'm like, okay, I can just do with the Midnight Ride too, and then use my blueberry creamer. So just filling these up once a week. Usually I fill them up if we drink a lot of coffee. If we don't drink a lot of coffee, then sometimes it lasts me a little bit longer. So putting them in here and just filling them up right here. It's just real easy. The kids do dishes. They put them in this little bin right here. Just an easy way to do it. Just get a routine down. It just saves than having to buy all those little things. All right, on to the bathroom. I had 3 bathrooms to do today. I was like, I don't think I've done 3 bathrooms in a long time. So today was definitely a big cleaning day. So the boys' bathroom was not that bad at all. So I started using Magic Eraser on all my showers. Like, I don't know, it's just really easy. I got some really cheap or inexpensive at a discount store, so I've been using those. So just wiping it all down, it's like it comes off really good. There's no like scum or anything like that. So just making sure I thoroughly go over everything and clean it up. I'm like, that is super easy. A couple times I sprayed it just to make sure. I'm like, is it really working? But yeah, it was. So some showers are a little bit nicer than other ones. Obviously the ones that get used more are going to be a little bit harder to clean than the ones that don't get used as much. So this is just the boys, but it actually stays really nice in here. So scrubbing, and then I don't have a shower head like with the like the little that you can take off, the removable one. So I just use this cup in here and wiping everything down with the water here. And this works out really good. So usually I just do it and I rub with my hands, like, do I feel anything yucky on there? And if I don't, I'm like, okay, it's good to go. Much nicer. I usually just do this method. I don't have to bleach it. I don't have to do anything. It stays clean. Their little shower curtain. I need to get a different shower curtain bar on the top. I should have saved. Why didn't I shave my shower curtain bar, my old one? I should have done that. Look at more bugs. Here they are. They're there. They're going in there, spraying the toilet down. Yeah, their shower curtain bar, everything like sticks on it for some reason, so it needs to have a smooth one. I like the one in my bathroom, so maybe we'll upgrade theirs eventually here. So just wiping everything down. I use my Norwex cloth and just a little bit of natural cleaner here. cleaning it really good, wiping it all good to go. Now the water inside I flushed and it's been clean, so yes, it's just using fresh water. It's all clean and disinfected, so I don't mind rinsing my rag in the sink. Guess it'd be like having a bucket. And just wiping everything down, rinsing it out. I know some people are like, what? But there's many people that do cleaning like I do too, and it's just around the toilet and getting it all cleaned off. So this has been good, just cleaning it out. It wasn't too bad. The kids have been doing a really good job keeping up in the bathrooms. Like, for a while it's like, they didn't do a good job. It stinks in there, but for the most part, they do a really good cleaning everything up. So using my magic eraser a little bit here just to get the scrapes and the paint and, everything else that's in my bathroom. I had a small container with a little bit left, so I pour that in there. And then I can just use that in here. So just wipe it down really good. Really easy. This is a really easy cleanup. Not too hard whatsoever. I found a towel to hang up. I bought like 4 hand towels for each bathroom. So then each day, I think actually there's 5, one for every day of the week. So that way they can put a fresh hand towel out every single day. Beats because they always use washcloths. So I'm like, don't use the washcloths, use the towels. So my rugs are done. So I'm going to take those, throw in a load of laundry. I need some soap here. It's almost out, so I put some water in here to kind of shake it up to use the remainder of in my laundry here. It's always good to gather up your fragments in here, right? So getting another load in here, and then my goal today was to get most of my laundry outside, like the towels and stuff outside, so it can get all dry with the sun, because it's a little bit cooler day outside. So I've got my rugs. I'm taking those outside here, and then I have to come back and I should have showed myself. I'm hanging them outside right now. I'm hanging them outside on my railing on my deck here. And then I'm going to come back and grab this little trash can here. Trash can for the bathroom, and then the kids are really good. They keep some of the extra at the bottom. I'm loving these trash cans. We got these a while ago. They have been great for the bathrooms. Great, great, great. Holds the bags. The top like flips open. I definitely love that. So putting that back in here, making sure I'm filming, and then I'm wiping the mirrors down. Just Norwex window cloth and some water. All right, onto another bathroom. This is our bathroom number 2. So cleaning my shower. Mine was a little bit more dirtier, so I don't know, maybe we shower more in ours. I don't know, it's just Greg and I, but the other one, they use 3 boys, so I don't know how. Maybe it's just, I feel like more worn probably. The shower obviously is more used. It's the master bathroom, so I think the previous owners, I think they only had one child using the other bathroom, so that's probably why this one's a little bit harder to scrub. It's just the film. You just have to scrub it more. You just have to scrub it more, that's all. But just using the magic eraser and a little bit of my natural cleaner and just wiping it down really good. Easy. Like I said, these go so quick, cleaning the bathrooms out. Doesn't take any time at all. And just rinsing down. Love my shower arm just to do that toilets. Moving on to the next one. Spraying the inside down really good using my little brush. Cleaning it, and then once the toilet's clean, flushing it down. And you know what? The toilet's good. So then use my Norwex cloth and wiping everything down real good. All the cracks and crevices, getting everything inside there. Because toilets, I always tell my kids, if your bathroom stinks, it's because there's urine somewhere. So make sure you remove the source of the urine. It's not going to help to just cover it up by sprays. I'm like, you've got to clean it to get rid of the urine, wherever that is. So wiping off my mirror. It's pretty clean. It wasn't too dirty. And wiping everything off here. We don't keep a lot on our countertops. So for the most part, it stays pretty clean. Greg keeps a couple colognes. We might keep a flosser. I have eye makeup remover pads. And then I keep my little bug thing over there. I didn't even check to see if there's bugs in this one, did I? I don't think I did. And then wiping the floor. Easy wiping the floor up. And that's it. And I just keep spraying and wiping the floor. I love to redo these tile floors when we're in need for doing our tiles. We did it throughout the house, but I'd love to, the kitchen and dining room and the bathroom, do it like these kind right here, but that takes time. That takes time. Maybe one day it'd be nice to do it throughout the whole house. I would love to do that tile on everything. So this works out really good, just having the floors. On the floors here, real simple. Steam mop. Like I said, if I could do a cordless one, that would be awesome. I do like the steam mop. I thought I liked the other one, but it doesn't heat up your water, so it's like it's just washing with cold water. I just don't like that. I like the steam mop. I feel like it's cleaning really well. So just wiping it all down, getting it all cleaned up. So I feel like if I do my floor at least once per week here, and if I had little kids, I probably would do much more cleaning on the floor, but since we don't, it's older kids tracking their dirty feet in the house, then I don't worry so much. But if I had a baby crawling on my floor, I'd probably be clean. I know I'd be cleaning this every single day like I've always done in my other houses. It was literally wiping it every single day, vacuuming the floor. I'd get up early and or do it at nighttime and just mop the floors, because I knew in the morning, you know, when your baby's on that floor, licking it and hands are on it, knees, it's like, all right, that's all of our dirt that's going into their mouth. So making sure it was always clean. But if once a week for me is really good. If it gets really dirty, we'll do it again. But for the most part, this, and then we can just do like our Norwex mop over top of it. That works. So maybe one day we'll do the tile, and that's like the barnwood tile, and get rid of the square tile in here. But it's just an undertaking, because all that has to come up off the floor. We'll see. Projects. It's all good. And then there was a little orange peel on the ground I had to pick up there. So make my camera straight, put the bar stools down, get all the benches down. We downsized our table here, and I feel like it works good for us. We had a couple guests over this weekend, and we still fit at the table. I'm like, we probably could put the leaf in there, but for the most part, we do fit all around this table. So it's many times that we've had to use the big giant one, but everybody fits through here. All right, cleaning the vacuums out. This is probably the kids' least favorite job, but usually once a week, maybe every 2 weeks if we're pushing it, to clean up the vacuums. So we do love our robot vacuums, using them. Love them. We have a couple upstairs and a couple downstairs just to work through the house, because we have a big area to clean. So I just clean out the bins of them, dump them out, and then use these little tools here and clean out like the wheels and the little bars and things like that. So making sure the filters are all cleaned up. If you want your vacuums to last forever, just make sure you clean them and get them off. So these needed new little pieces right here. Mine were all chewed up, so I put new ones on there. I wish I had another beater bar, but I didn't. So I just had to use that. And then these are the tools I got on Amazon. The red one is like little scissors. The green one came with it, and the other one's like a seam ripper. And those work great for removing hair and string and everything else that's on there. So trash time to go out. And put a new bag in here. Like this trash can, but it uses extra large kitchen trash bags, and you can't find them anywhere. So I have to usually purchase them on Amazon. Probably pay a lot more than a normal package of trash bags. So put it in the truck, and Greg takes it to the trash dump. So they're coming out here to the pool, putting in the vacuum for the pool here. It's a lot cooler out. The kids are squirming in the pool here. The kids have been swimming, but it's a lot chillier in the water here. So just making sure I come out and empty it out, make sure there's some chlorine tablets in here. And then I came up here. I was going to add some more water to it. The level does get low, as you know, you have to backwash and all those things. So you need to make sure that you add more water to it. And the kids were up here, so I'm like, well, let me clean this deck up here. So turn the hose on to refill it up a little bit, and then backwashing it, rinsing it. There goes the vacuum. And then I was just going to straighten the deck up here. I'm like, I haven't power washed the house this weekend, got it all looking clean, and then I was like, let me just pick all these chairs up a little bit. It's going to be time to put all this stuff away. I can't even believe it. Time is flying. Where has our summer gone? But it's good. I enjoyed it. Good little summer. And then Ruby, time for Ruby to come out. She was ready to start her day, so she likes her food and water right away, and then boom, back in the house for more towels. Lots and lots and lots of towels today. Monday's always lots of towels, and that's okay. Kids did extra swimming, had some friends over, so there's a lot in here. So my goal was just to get them outside in the sunshine so they have time to dry. And then the smaller stuff I put in the dryer to dry, and that doesn't take that long in there. So I'm okay with all of that. Dryer seems to be working good. I just think that we have so many towels. We know we have so many towels. So another load, putting it in, getting it going, and then using up the rest of my soap here. And I wanted to wipe the the dryer off and the washer off, because I had a lot of like little dirt and dust and lint and everything. So I just got to wash it off from the boys' bathroom, wiping everything down, and then hanging these outside. It's such a beautiful day today, so it's a beautiful, beautiful sunshine day. So we just got a few to hang out. Don't worry, this will be full by the day's end. Back to the bedroom. Time to make the bed. I'm like, I don't think it needs to be clean, so it stayed pretty good. So just making it really good here. linen sheets. I keep thinking about winter. How is it going to be for the cold weather? Are we going to stay with this setup for our bed? I don't know. We still loving our blanket. Still loving our Evercool cooling comfort. It still has cooled. It's still cooling us. I know the other night I woke up and my covers were all off of me and I was feeling like a little bit warm. So I just grabbed that blue blanket and pulled it up and I was like, wow, I feel, because I like to be covered, but I'm like, I definitely feel cool still having this on. So definitely loving that blanket. It'll be interesting to see what we use for the fall and winter, but as for now, that's a great comforter. I'm going to leave that one linked below too, because you guys do enjoy the Evercool comforter. And then I put my blanket on top here and then I was like, wait a minute, it was like way off, and I realized, oh, I totally put it the wrong way. So on your bed, there's a little tag on the right-hand side. It goes in the right-hand side corner. It goes in the bottom right-hand corner. That's how you know your blankets are on right. So just a little tidbit of information. Most of the time it's in the right. I say that, and then like I know I had a sheet set and it was like in the left, and I'm like, oh, that's not the way it's supposed to be. So got the cords off the floor so I can get the vacuum rolling in here and letting that clean the floor in the bedroom, and it'll go into the bathroom as well. Sometimes it picks up little hair pieces, so that works out really good. And then back to living room, I brought a blanket out here to put there, and then the kids were needing some breakfast, so I thought they asked for pancakes this morning and a smoothie. So I thought, let me whip together some breakfast. So pancake mix here, real simple, not too difficult, and some water, and just mixing it up. I did add a little bit of vanilla extract to this just to give it a little bit more flavor, and they were delicious. They were really, really good. Nice and fluffy pancakes. And I just put them on the griddle here, put some oil. I use grapeseed oil is what I use. So the first ones I put out, I was like, that was like a failure, but I think the oil wasn't heated yet, and I put the mix on there, and I was actually mixing it right there because there was still powder in there. But so the first ones were kind of a flop, but I'm like, that's okay. So you know, after that, the next ones I put on were perfectly fine. So as you can see, those were kind of like not very good, but these next ones that I make turned out really, really good. Look at that, perfect pancakes. So, and this was sausage balls with sausage gravy, so I was just heating that up in the microwave. So this is good right here. Just keep making them. These, there was none left today. I left them out and they got eaten up, all of them today, by everybody. So good little breakfast for everybody. And just keep making them. As you can see, it was 9:30, so kids were getting up and moving. A little bit late sleepers, but they're getting there with their wake up time. We're almost there. I'm trying to get the school time going for them too. So they had this, and then we just made some chocolate monkey milkshake. That's one of their favorite things to drink. So I had a lot of frozen bananas, and I have this Reese's peanut butter here that I got for baking. I thought I'll use that instead of my regular peanut butter. And then all you do is put it in your blender. So it's really simple to mix up. We've been making it forever, and I use almond milk so the dairy-free kids can eat it, and they absolutely love it. So in here I just put some frozen bananas, put a good blob of peanut butter, and then some cocoa. Let's say I put it away. And then I got some cocoa powder. Put some cocoa powder in here. And then I use some vanilla almond milk. So you can add sugar if you need to, but my stuff I feel like has enough sugary stuff in it with the vanilla, and the bananas were pretty sweet. So this is good. And I put some ice in it because it was melted bananas because I got them out really early. And then here it is. Mixed up. All right, more dryer. So much laundry. So the boys had their basket in the room. I'm like, I need it for all your clothing. So I'm just taking out, separating their clothes in there, and there was a few towels in that, and I just grabbed those and put them on the ottoman in the hallway. Or not in the hallway, down in the living room, sorry, down in the living room. So that way we can fold them when they're all finished. So getting the towels out. This, I noticed, had some of those fuzzies. Remember the boys had opened up a stuffed animal, so the stuffing was everywhere. So that was how that, remember, I don't know if it was last week, there was just a ton of that in there. I'm like, that's not good. But we're almost pretty much done with that. So, but there was a few, I was like, ooh, I need to just shake that inside of here to get rid of that. So getting those out, I see it's all in the bottom of my dryer, I'm like, or washer. I'm like, okay, let me get that out and throw it in the trash. So I've got that out, another load, the girls' laundry. I'm like, and there's some kitchen stuff in there too. So I'm like, well, let me throw in another load here and get this rolling. I'll take this next load of towels outside and hang it on the railing. Lots of outside time today, which worked out really, really good. I had to get all of these laundry. It's better to keep it over your shoulder like that. Maxine's like, yes, I'm out here, sunshine mommy. So just hanging them on the railing here. And they will only take a few hours to dry, which will be really nice because it was much cooler today. And then here's Maddie making her breakfast. Some pancakes. some syrup. And then she gets her little smoothie up. I'm like, that looks really good. She's like, there's my breakfast. All right, downstairs, girls' bathroom. So this one is usually I didn't know how to do the shower head, so I was getting all wet. I'm like, wait a minute. So I just wanted to rinse everything down so I could do their shower. Their shower was pretty clean. This was a molded insert. This bathroom they never finished, like the downstairs when they lived here. So a lot of it was just never completed. So I know there's a couple spots where we probably should caulk the tub a little bit because I feel like there's water and stuff gets behind it. Things you need to do that we haven't done, but that's okay. So I'm just so it's like that little seam there from the top to the bottom. I feel like it gets really dirty, so I'm trying to scrub in there and get everything off. But for the most part, the girls keep this bathroom really clean. I was like, wow, they actually did really good because I haven't been down here in a long time. I'm like, out of sight, out of mind. But they do really good keeping it clean. The towel rack here to the right hanging up helps so nice for all their towels. So they've been doing good with everything. I'm not using too many. And then we put this big container over the toilet. We have no storage down here, so everything's kind of sitting out. I'm like, you just do what you got to do. I'm like, it is what it is. So lots of, space saving things for the kids and each one has their little basket right there with everything on it. So it works that way. Cleaning the toilet once again, cleaning. A lot of dust down here, a lot of dust and dirt. So I was just wiping off even the toilet brush because I'm like, we haven't even cleaned that. It was all dusty. So toilet water's clean. I just cleaned it. So we're just going to clean inside of there, wiping around all the floor. Like I said, it gets real dusty in here. So it works out really good to clean everything good. And the floor. And then I get on to in the trash can, wipe the trash can off too. And I was just rinsing my rag up because there was so much hair on it. Now I got to the sink. So I started cleaning their sink out and I realized the water was filling up in the sink, and I'm like, wait a minute, what happened here? So I had to do a little bit of figuring out why it was clogged. Well, there was a lot of hair in there, and then I was plunging it, and a lot of the yucky stuff was coming up in the drain. So needless to say, it was really nasty, but I did get it all clean, so that's good. So it pulled up a lot of hair, a lot of gunk, and a lot of that black little tiny pieces. Gross. I didn't even show you all that, so that worked out good. But now the sink drained, so I was happy with that. I'm like, okay, it's nice and drainy now. I just wanted to make sure it was going good for them. So they got this down here, and then putting everything away over here. Bathroom is clean. I was happy for that. One smart thing we did is each toilet has a plunger. That's something we have done in all of our bathrooms, and I'm glad for that. Just a lifesaver from running a toilet plunger up and downstairs. Emptying the trash here, and then just finishing wiping everything down. Then the floor in here, wiping behind it. We are good to go. Like I said, this just has rolling linoleum on the floor, so it'd be nice to cover this with towel one day too. One day. It's on the list. I got a little hand towel out for them, and that's good. Putting their little bath mat there, and I did plug the dehumidifier in right here to let it run for a little bit just to and stop the vacuums from going in there. Back upstairs I go. Oh look, more towels. More towels. That was my day today. Lots of towels, and that's okay. It's going to be a towel folding fest tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. So got all these, and I just pulled the ones, the small ones out and put them here, and those will go in the dryer when the dryer is ready. And then throwing another load in. That's we just keep it rolling. Got up early. This works out really good. I feel like getting a lot of things done. Now I can just hang these outside, and there's Maxine. One of the kids fed the kitties. A little too much kitty food. I'm like, cats don't eat that much food, kids. So Maxine's chomping it, so I didn't let her eat much of it. And then I just ran out of space, so I started going down the front of the stairs here, which works out really good. And kids were out there cleaning the guinea pig cage and playing with the kitty cats a little bit. I was like, kids, come back in and get your work done. They're coming. Here's the laundry. Dryer's done. I just had to keep finding. The boys kept taking their basket. I'm like, I need your basket so I can separate your laundry. So got all this in here, and then I could throw in the next load of towels and washcloths on here. Turn it on and then keep it rolling. Just keep everything going. That's the key. There's another load done. All the towels. Every single day, towels, right? I mean, that's what happens. It's okay. I'm suffering. It's me. I know. You guys always say, give them one towel. I'm like, I know. It just would not work. It just would not work. We had to do some bedding. I had to do the boys' bedding this week. So that's Jensen's stuff going in there, and then doing a deep wash on that so I can get it outside. And again, run out of room, so I'm like, let's go all the way down the railing. So that's what I did. These came all the way down. Just getting everything hung out. But like I said, see that breeze there? That nice breeze is really helpful to keep everything from staying. It's kind of muggy out, but it's not too bad. It's a lot cooler out, so I'm sure that will help everything to dry really well. All right, back inside. I was talking to Maddie. Look at Maddie's down there. She was down there with Ruby. She's on her device. She's like, I'm just hanging out in my Enu. I'm like, oh yeah, her and Ruby. So now it was time for lunch. She was enjoying, Autumn had a friend over, and so I said, do you want to make lunch for everybody, Maddie? So she decided to make little pizzas. I have all this bread and stuff to make up, so I made some little, these ones were like a Philly cheesesteak pizza. So these two are for Greg. So I put some steak pieces on it and peppers and onions and mushrooms and some provolone cheese on it with Alfredo sauce, and then just put it in the air fryer. And then Maddie, she was so cute. She got everybody's order. She made herself a little menu of all the toppings for the kids, and they could pick either white sauce or red sauce, and then what kind of cheese they wanted to have, and if they wanted ham or pepperoni or bacon or peppers or anything on it. So I'm like, she loves serving. That's one of her gifts, is she loves to serve and to do that for people. So she was having a nice time here. I was like, I'm excited to do her cooking with Maddie again tomorrow because she really enjoys doing that. So she's over here. The girls were back there getting stuff. So she just made pizzas for everybody. This was her favorite. It's her love language, making them for everybody, getting them rolling, getting them in there. And then we just keep putting them in the air fryer. And this was an easy way to do lunch today. Everybody was happy. Everybody was thankful for it. And then she even did really good. There was only one child that wanted the red sauce. Everybody loves the white sauce. The Alfredo sauce, everybody's favorite. I think it was Steven wanted the regular one. So she just put this in here, and then she came over in the corner. She's like, do you think you can put the camera behind me here? So she got out a tray and made a nice little tray for everybody, for the girls. And she was able to put everybody's stuff on it. So I'm like, that's a girl that has some hospitality skills. And I'm like, I love it. And she even made lemonade for him too. I'm like, there, that was super sweet. Pizza. And then she put some lemonade on there. And I think, what else did she go get? She got a napkin. I'm going to say a napkin. Probably a napkin. Where's she at? Yep, napkins. For under each pizza. I'm like, that's sweet. A girl with a servant's heart. I love it. Love it. So, and even ranch. So 2 more vacuums. The vacuums were done downstairs, so I got those up to clean them. These weren't too bad cleaning them downstairs. They don't get as dirty as like upstairs, I guess, or maybe the girls just clean them better. So just put them in the trash here, get them all done. I'm like, yes. And then that was it for my cleaning today. I still have waiting on some more laundry, but all the bulk of my cleaning was right here. So this is really good. So use those little tools and clean all the fine hairs out. All right, can you believe, looking at the clock, it's 3:30. I woke up at 4:30 today. So actually I got up about 4:15. I just didn't get out of bed until 4:30. So definitely hitting the 12-hour mark. I'm a really tired person today, but I got a lot of stuff done, and I needed to get a lot done because it was mostly just me today. So now I'm like, I've been working and editing for a little bit today, which you didn't see. It took me a while to edit because I did this voiceover on this, so that takes extra long. So worked on that, and then I'm like, I gotta get dinner rolling. So I actually flipped some towels. I took some from outside and brought them in. Flipped more laundry. I didn't show you anymore because it's just so much laundry. But I'm gonna take some pork chops here. I thought pork chops, we need them. So we're gonna do pork chops tonight. I'm gonna take some here and put them with some olive oil and salt and pepper and the Sazon complete. I'm just gonna brown them a little bit, and then add, I think my mom used to bake these with cream mushroom soup and stuffing. So I'm going to do mine just right here on the skillet with some couscous. That's easy. And then I went outside and my rugs were dry. So I'm going to put those down in the kitchen. We don't eat a lot of pork in our family at all. So I did buy, like Greg likes ribs. That's about it. We eat bacon, but not really anything else. So I thought, it's been a long time since I've made pork chops, and I don't really like anything but the thin, boneless kind. So I think this will be good. We'll see how, if it's well received or not. But I'm just going to keep, it's almost browned here, I guess. They're almost done. Let them cook for a few more minutes, and then I'm just going to put some stuffing mix in here with the cream mushroom soup poured on top and just let it kind of cook and simmer, and then just get another pot out for the couscous. Very simple. And then I've got some breadsticks. I think I'll put those in the air fryer, so I have to heat up the oven. A side of vegetables, and that's easy dinner for us. Okay, usually if you put this in the pressure cooker or slow cooker, it would kind of, that dryness from the moisture from the meat would get cooked. So then I just added a little bit of chicken broth to this because I was like, I feel like I need to do that. It's going to be too dry. So I'm just going to keep this on low and let it simmer. We'll see what it turns out like. I've got my pot of water boiling here, and then I'm just going to put some California mix into a bowl here and put it in the microwave. Okay, so we have those breadsticks. Remember those ones I got for $1. So we kept coating them with butter and like spices last time. I just don't feel like doing all that. So I just put them in the air fryer here and then just have them plain because like the mixture with the stuffing and the gravy, we can kind of dip them in there. That'll work out good that way. So I'm not even gonna put them out here perfectly. I'm getting tired, can you tell? So I just put them on here and I realized that there was still a few more that I completely forgot to put in there. So I just added those two, put it in there for $3.50 for about 10 minutes. So that's dinner. It looks delicious. So the breadsticks, they came out, they look really good. Just enough for everybody to have one, just a little crispy, but that's good. Crispy is good. It'd be like a browned roll. So we have this, and we have the couscous is done, the veggies, and then the stuffing mixture will work out really good. So what I'm going to do now is finish up for the day. It's going on a good 12 hours for myself. I've been editing for about 2 hours. So that takes up a big bulk of my day, 2.5 hours about. And then I'd love to get finished. The kids are in the pool. Boys are making a little fire. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely fall and summer mixture into one here. But I've got a few more towels out here to dry. I grabbed most I just brought in. Sometimes I put them in the dryer, but most I just brought in and just set them on the ottoman here. But I will throw the rest, they're kind of a little bit damp, in the dryer and just kind of do the last batch. The last batch in the dryer so it has a chance to not be wet. So alright, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully give you a lot of motivation. I know it was probably what, I don't know, it looks like an hour video. I'm outside right now, but I think it's about an hour video. A lot of cleaning motivation. That took me all day. That took me all day. It was about a good 12 hours, but you have to remember that I'm also filming and I'm also editing, so that add in a lot of extra time. So, and then kids, you know, throw kids in the mixture there too. So, but it was a great day, a great day. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, you are designed, created, and selected by God to do great, wonderful things. And I will see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.